Hello loves, welcome back to my channel, The Cockney Crafter, and I'm here today with week 3 of 52 weeks of memory keeping. So, I have already chosen a page, here, because my niece gave birth yesterday to another little great niece for me to love, and so I thought I wanted, because I was going to have just a single page this week. Not a lot's gone on and I've been quite anxious and stressed out, but so I was going to do a single page, but then she had the baby yesterday, so I decided that I wanted this double spread because this is baby Pink and she's had a little baby girl, and I wanted sheet music because when a baby's born there should be music celebrating, shouldn't there, because it's fantastic. So I've sorted out a few things on my tray without wanting to be repetitive and ending up boring. I don't want to go on too much about my stress and anxiety. However, I have been quite stressed. I went to my bipolar support group with the second one on Monday, and no one else turned up. The week before there was 3 of us out of 6 it was supposed to be, and then last week it was really cold and that, but if you've got an appointment, I forced myself to go even though I'm stressed, but no one else turned up, so I couldn't just sit there like I normally do and take it all in. I had to be answering questions all the time because the 2 members of staff only had me to aim the questions at. So I didn't realise until I got out of there how stressed and anxious it made me feel. And as the week has gone on, I've got more and more anxious. I've done less and less crafting, which is what feeds my soul and keeps me calm. I've done less and less of that and more of just worrying and doing nothing else but feeling anxious, because in my mind I'm thinking, right, I've got to go tomorrow, it's week 3. However, if I'm going to be the only one there, I really don't see the point of it carrying on, but I'm forcing myself to go tomorrow. But this is where I'm at and where I've been at all week. I probably can't see these words, but I've got stress and anxiety. So I'll just grab my ink and we'll ink around the edges. So what I thought was, because of the way it's made me feel, I've printed out these 2 little, not printed out, cut out those 2 little ticket shapes. And I'm going to stick the word stress on one and the word anxiety on the other, because I feel like this bipolar group that is supposed to be helping me is actually a ticket to stress and anxiety, which is just the opposite of what it's supposed to be for. So that's how I'm feeling at the moment. But I don't want this to overshadow the loveliness of like what's happened later in the week, like my niece having a baby or my grandchildren staying all weekend and having lots of fun with them. And so I just want to do these 2 little tickets, and then I'm going to put them away in an envelope, and in that envelope I can put a bit of paper and I will write down exactly how this is making me feel in more depth. And yeah, I know there's no purple on here at all, but I feel like going around the edges in purple. That's just how I feel. That's one of my favourite colours. And so yeah, I'm just going to ink these, and then in a minute I'm going to get an envelope and we'll stick them in there, and I can have a piece of paper in there, and when I stop filming I will write exactly how this has been making me feel all week, so I can discuss it tomorrow. So I've got this lovely little glassine bag that my friend Denise sent me, and I've also got a little envelope, like I mentioned. This week, instead of working on the journals that I'm meant to be working on, the only time I have craft was when I was working on my 2 envelope challenge from Crafty Cat, Amy over at Crafty Cat channel on here. And so she set a challenge for making something, anything we like, out of 2 envelopes. So I didn't use this size, I used a bit bigger, but I'll be putting that video up when I film it, showing what I did after this probably. So yeah, in here I've stuck those tickets in there. This little envelope fits perfectly in this little glassine bag, and I think it's really lovely that you can still see what's in there. And so I was thinking I'm going to stick this on the page, and then I can write my feelings down and put them in here, but then not putting a downer on the rest of the spread, because it's not a week to be stressed or anxious. It's a week to rejoice and be happy, because I've got another little great niece to love. So yeah, that is so exciting for me. I can't wait to meet her. She was only born yesterday afternoon. I've got a little picture that I'm going to put in here in a minute. But yeah, I haven't met her yet, because you don't want to go charging up the hospital and that when my niece is probably exhausted. So yeah, I'm waiting. I'll be meeting her this week, so I'm really excited about that. So I mentioned as well that I'd had my grandchildren over for the weekend. I didn't take this picture this weekend, but I didn't take any pictures this weekend, but this is the 3 grandchildren, so I'm going to ink around that. I'm just grabbing a different ink. And then I'll be sticking them on the page. I had a lovely weekend with both my daughters coming home and staying with the 3 children. We've had loads of fun playing and crafting. Like my granddaughter was making stuff on her little mini sewing machine that I bought her for Christmas, and I was just supervising, so that was nice. It wasn't anything too taxing for me. I was just supervising her while she was making her little bits and bobs. And so yeah, I've had great fun. Right, in my tray here, right, this is what I was looking for. I've got a little card here. It's a little All You Need Is Love Oracle cards. So it says, circle, family helps create a circle of love with one heart. So my family are really important to me, as you can all gather. So I'm going to use that as well. So I'm thinking I want those like that. I don't want to obscure the words, but I think I fancy something underneath. I've got this fabric. This is just a set of handkerchiefs I bought for the sole purpose of crafting, you know, because every now and again down my local market they'll have like, say, like 5 packs of hankies for £1 or £2, and yeah, when they've got a pattern on like this, or yeah, something that stands out, catches my eye, I buy them for crafting. So yeah, it's never been used as the real, like, in its real purpose. It's just a little crafting prop, and a very cheap way to buy fabric, because they're only small, size of a handkerchief, isn't it? So yeah, they're not a lot of money, and sometimes you don't need great big like rolls of fabric, you know. I've got just tons of little bits, really. The biggest thing I've got, or the largest piece of material I've got, is when I bought a sari in a charity shop. But other than that, I've just mainly got little bits and bobs. So I've just frayed the edges there. I'm just going to move my little paper clip a bit. That's from my lovely friend Denise. Right, I might have it poking out the top a little bit. I don't want it brushing too much on my little bag. So I could have it up like that. Yeah, I think I'll have it like that. So yeah, I hope everyone's doing really well and had a lovely week. And that you've been journaling, getting a bit creative and that. I'm finding I really look forward to Sundays now, because I know that I'm going to do my weekly roundup of what's gone on, or how I felt, or anything like that. So yeah, it makes me really look forward to it, because even when I've been stressed, this is what I love doing, and it just makes me feel better. So I think I want that poking out a little bit. I've got glue coming through the fabric, so I won't need too much on here. And yeah, these came free with the magazine, this little pack of Love Oracle card things. And yeah, I'm always on the lookout for things like that down our market, because they have out-of-date magazines that are a lot cheaper than if you was to buy them when they first come out. And a lot of the time they have like little gifts like this, or the free gift. I look out for stamp magazines, because they'll have a free stamp and stuff like that. And yeah, they do them free for £1. So I end up getting some interesting reading material with a couple of free gifts as well, which ain't bad in my book. Right, so there's my gorgeous grandchildren there. Oh, I'll just move them over like that. I didn't want to obscure the words. So yeah, they made me feel a lot better coming for the weekend. Right, and I've still got plenty of room for my journaling that I will be doing, my little roundup in there. And I thought this side I would dedicate to my new great niece. So I've got some lovely little bits. I've got a little picture that she sent me. I might have that in a frame, or I might not, we'll see. I've got these lovely little letters, so I'll just get them out and put them on the page, that my friend Amy over at Crafty Cat, who I mentioned earlier, she sent me those. And I've got a bit of adhesive strip that my friend Denise sent me, and I've never used it yet, so I fancy having a piece of this. I think I'll cut, let me get the other scissors. Oh, I've got 2 for the price of 1 there. Yeah, I think I'll cut. Don't want loads. I'll cut in a relative straight line there. And then I was thinking of tearing. And then I can save the other triangle that I'll end up with for another project or another page. And I have this one down the bottom here, I think, after I've put a little bit of ink on. So I'll just grab a little dobber, and oh, I won't look for the pink. I was going to get my pink ink, but I'll do the purple instead. We don't want overkill with the pink, even though I've got it on the fabric, I've got it on this, I've got it on the letters, I've got it everywhere. But we've just had a baby girl, so that's what you do, ain't it? Oops, right, there we are. I wasn't sure if I was going to manage that then, but I have. Right, so just, oh, lift it again. I want it in line with that. I don't care if it's not in line at the bottom so much. That's it. Because I think I'm going to put something across here. Yeah, I've just had a little idea. I'm just leaning behind me because I have all my ribbons I've took them out of my jam jars that I used to keep them in. I've got offcuts of ribbon in my jam jars, but I've hung all the long bits up on the wall behind me, hanging from like a sort of like washing line that I've made. Just some string going from one hook to another, and oh, it's so handy having it like that, because I can just lean behind me and snip a bit off, and yeah, you can see exactly what you've got, exactly what you're running low on. I love it. It's one of those things that I've done it and then thought, why wasn't I always doing it like this? Why didn't I think of this before? But yeah, it's perfect. Right, so let's just hold that down a minute. And some little pom-poms for our little baby. Oops. Oh, come on, stick. Right, that's it. So, I want the baby, I think I will have her in this frame, I think. So, I think I'll stick her down first, and then I'll ink the frame, and we'll stick that on after. Okay. So yeah, I'm so excited to meet my little niece, or great niece. She's called Sophia, which is a beautiful name. And she was only £6 6 ounces, so she's a right little dot. And so yeah, I can't wait to meet her. I'm so excited. Let's go round the edge with this. And yeah, I hope everyone else has had a lovely week, and that you haven't had any stress or anxiety. But for anyone that has, and I speak from a long history of experience here, and I do still get stressed and anxious, because you know I do, I'll tell you about it. But what does help me is to sit and craft, or to sit and write it down, or make a visual spread of how I felt. Right, if I don't want to do any writing, like I did last week, when I made that visual showing how I went from being really stressed to really lovely and chilled out. So I find things like that really help. Even if you just sit down and think, right, I've got that little envelope there, I'm going to put a tiny bit of paper in there, but I'm just going to write 1 or 2 words of how this is making me feel and why I think I'm feeling like it. And if you can sort of look back as if you're looking at someone else's situation then, not your own, because it's down on paper or it's a visual in art, you know, I find that it helps me, once I've done that, to feel like I can sort of own it and take control of it a bit. But yeah, so if you do suffer with stress and anxiety, maybe you could give that a go. Let me know. Or let me know how you cope, what your coping skills are. Right, I wished I hadn't started inking these, because these are going to be really fussy to do. But I've inked one, so I've got them now. But I'll just do it with what ink is on here. I'm not going to keep dipping in and out. Right, in the middle, just try and wiggle about to get in there. We're getting there. And so yeah, it maybe let me know how you cope with your stress and anxiety. I'm going to my little group tomorrow that's supposed to be helping me not feel like that, but that seems to be the root of the problem at the moment, because I've been fine for ages and started this, and now I can't stop stressing. But I think I'm going to say to the psychiatrist tomorrow, if no one else turns up, like, I don't really want to do it on my own, because I felt like I was under a lot of pressure, and I've been worrying all week, like, oh, am I going to be the only one again? Are they just going to direct every single question at me because there's no one else there to answer anything? And yeah, it's all a bit full on. So I think if I'm the only one again tomorrow, yeah, I'm going to have to say that I'm not really feeling it. I'm not really enjoying it. Right, there we are. Her name is Sophia, spelt like that. And yeah, I'm really pleased with how they've come out. Thank you, Amy, for these letters. These are, as soon as I saw them, I thought I'd be using them in my bullet journal because my handwriting isn't the best. But when she had the baby yesterday, and I was looking through last night while my granddaughter was here and she was crafting, and I was looking through some of my bits and bobs, thinking about what I would do today, and I thought, oh, I've got to use those, they're so pretty. And I knew once again I would be doing a pink spread. Pink seems to be dominating this journal. Yeah, I don't know whether it will stay like that, but the first couple of weeks, like we're on week 3 now, and yeah, I've had two birthdays. Last week it wasn't a nice birthday, but I think I went a bit pink then as well. And then my niece has been born, so here we are again with another predominantly pink spread. But look how that's coming out so far. Those letters are perfect. Oh, I'm so happy with them. Right, what else have I got? Ah, yeah, I remember. I found this. This was from my daughter's baby shower nearly 2 years ago. And it was like table confetti and that. And I kept hold of it, as you do, because we hang on to things, don't we, us crafters? And yeah, now I'm really glad I did, because, hang on, that don't look like the word baby. Oh, right. These are really fiddly. That's it. Oh, I've just dropped a load out. I jogged my arm. I'm so clumsy. Right, I'm going to have that there. And I think these 2 little baby grows, I think they look really cute. So, tiniest bit of glue. I'll just wipe it on the bits that are stuck to the top. Get off my finger. That's it. And a little bit there. And on this one. Right. And what else did I have? I had something. Oh, I know. I was using some really bright ribbon earlier. And I cut a bit off for my granddaughter, and then I thought, oh, I want a bit for tonight. Oh, there it is. There's the bigger bit. I think I'll use the bigger piece there. That's a bit wonky though. Let's straighten that out. No, that's a bit better. Right. Where do I want it? I might have it there. Yeah. I'll have to think of something else to go there, because that's a bit of a dead space, isn't it? I like the seeing the sheet music, but I think that's a bit too much. So, oh, I know, I found a little poem. I'm going to put that there. Right. See, I'm so stressed that my brain is all over the place. I'm not remembering anything. I'm just waffling on about nothing. But that's how it gets you. So, I'll link this and then I'll read it to you. It's very short, but I found it and thought, oh, I've got to use that. Precious one, so small, so sweet, dancing in on angel feet, straight from heaven's brightest star, what a miracle you are. And I think that's lovely, and that fits perfect there. Right, I'm going to have it there so that I can see these little bits, because they're my favourite. And then I think that is week 3 done. I haven't written week 3 anywhere, have I? That's another thing I haven't done. So, right, I want to go up a bit, that's it. I'll have that there, and I'll write week 3 here. Right, I'm just going to write it myself, so I hope it doesn't come out too terrible. Week 3. Right. I might have to think of something else to go there. Let's have a look. Oh, I've got another little bit. I'll cut a little bit of this off. This is leftovers from a little pack of Fat Quarters that I bought from Hobbycraft when I got my sewing machine, which is about 4 or 5 years ago now. And so yeah, this is left from then. I found it at the bottom of my box. This isn't fraying very well. I think the glue on my hands is making it hard work for me. Right, let's see. Just trim it a bit. It doesn't have to be really frayed. I just like it to be a little bit. Let's try and get a couple of threads to come out. No, oh, it really doesn't want to. The other one just frayed like a dream, but this one's awful. I'm getting it everywhere. Right. It's a bit big anyway. Let's cut a bit off. And here we go again, fraying it again. Right. 1, 2. That'll do. There's a little bit. No, one more. I can't stop myself, can I? Even though I'm thinking, just stop it. Right, that's it. Okay. And that will fit there. I might stick something else on that. I might put another baby grow. I think that'll look cute. Or a couple. I've only got that, like, one or the other. They're the same thing, but it's just the front and the back. But I might, let's have a look, see. Oh, that does look cute. Have it going that way. Yes. We'll just have one more. Because it's so pretty. Right, so that was week 3 of memory keeping. I spent time with my grandchildren and my family, and I read you this. Family helps create a circle with love, of love with one heart. I've got my stress and anxiety tucked away in there. We're not dealing with that. We're going to just put it away and come back and look at it later. And then all this side's dedicated to my beautiful new great niece that I can't wait to hug. So thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you're getting on well with your crafting at home, and I'll see you very soon. Thanks for watching. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye.